Some people call you a snitch. What you say about that?
Snitch.
Any comment on that?
Would you be a snitch if somebody shot at you?
Nah, I don't never snitch.
You never snitch, so somebody shoot at you?
I've been shut out. I got a bullet in my leg right now.
We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Rakeem Mayers, not guilty of the
says big investment moves at the standard residence.
No, recall.
That's not your wording?
Your Honor, this has been asked and answered now.
No.
He says he doesn't recall anything about the civil rights.
I'm asking about the wording.
I don't recall.
Wait, hold on. The wording of...
That, the pattern on there.
I don't understand this. Yes, no, I don't know.
Which you got all three in there. Yes, no, I
I'm
don't.
talking about 21. I told somebody I do so much stuff. I don't know what's the content of what you talking about.
Okay, you know a guy named Wally?
Out and throws out her hand to silence them.
How you think it feels?
Up YouTube, you click the title, you read the page, so I'ma just get to the point. How ASAP Rocky won his case. In this video, we're taking a deep dive into how ASAP Rocky, one of hip-hop biggest stars and Rihanna's baby daddy. You see, you gotta throw that out there, cause just imagine your baby mama being a billionaire and you fighting for your freedom. You see, that just lets you know that life could happen to anybody at any point in time. Stay prayed up. Anyway, back to the point. New to the channel, I need you to subscribe for the vibe. If you're returning, just hit that like button, drop that comment, and you already know you gotta share the video. Let's get into it. We're talking prop guns, law shells, courtroom drama, and a lying witness. Wow, right? So let's break it down. What actually happened? Let's rewind to 2021. ASAP Rocky, real name Rakim, found himself in some serious legal trouble after an incident with an old friend turned enemy, Terrell Efron, aka ASAP Relly. Now ASAP Relly is going to show you how much of a liar he is throughout this video. Now we'll get into that a little later. Now Rocky and Relly were cool back in their Harlem days. They were all part of ASAP Mob. If you're not familiar with ASAP Mob, then clearly you live under a rock, but here's a clip to just give you an idea of who ASAP Mob is.
That was just like, we all grew up around each other, keep it funky with you. Like, we was just outcasts, keep it funky of Harlem. Like, we just like, what you don't respect of Harlem.
I discovered the Diplomats, they totally influenced our generation. Everybody was just, they wanted to be Dipset at that time.
We always stacking, always paper chasing, but it's still, we are snitches and police.
As you can see, ASAP Rocky and Relly were friends back in the day.
What's his name?
Rocky. Rakim Mayer.
And do you know him by any other nicknames?
ASAP Rocky. Lotto.
How did you first meet him?
In high school, we grew up together.
How old were you, do you think, when you first met him?
Probably like 17.
But their friendship fell apart allegedly over money for a friend's funeral. Relly thought Rocky didn't pay. Rocky said he did. Either way, tensions was high. Then comes November 6, 2021. Outside of a hotel in Hollywood, things got ugly. Now, according to Relly, Rocky pulled up with a gun, they argued, and Rocky fired 2 shots. This is according to Relly.
I mean, and then that's when Elijah was like in between, and he's like, I can't now, or like whatever, like just was, and then I'm right behind Elijah, and I'm saying, if you brought a gun, use it then. Like, that's the words I was saying to him.
When you said he pointed it at you, where on your body was it pointing?
Like towards my stomach, like towards like my headish a little, like everything was happening so fast. So fast, you know what I mean?
And from what you're describing, was it moving?
Yeah, it was moving. He had it up.
Okay, so he didn't just hold it at your stomach. It was kind of
no. He was looking for a spot to shoot.
Okay.
Like if Elijah wasn't there, I don't know what would have happened.
And you said as he was pointing it at you, what did he say?
Right now.
And was that in an angry tone?
Yeah, he was livid.
Was his voice elevated? Like, was he yelling this at you, or was this something he was saying quiet?
Yeah, because we was yelling back and forth at this point.
All right. And you said that after he pointed the gun at you, you became angry, correct?
Yeah, I became furious.
So what did you say back to him?
I told him to use it.
Bullet barely grazed Relly's hand, you feel me? Like, it barely touched him, no cap. allegedly, because I don't even think that there was any bullets. And as you can see, A$AP Rocky was found not guilty. But let's just get back to the facts of the story. The bullet barely grazed his hand, right? But that was enough for him to go to the cops. Fast forward to April 2022, Rocky gets arrested at LAX.
Pop superstar A$AP Rocky is facing charges in connection with a shooting in Hollywood. The rapper, whose real name is Rakim Mayers, is being charged with 2 felony counts of assault with a semi-automatic firearm. The shooting unfolded in November of 2021 near Selma and Argyle Avenues. Prosecutors say Mayers pointed a gun at a former friend during an argument and fired twice. The victim suffered a graze wound to his left hand. Mayers is scheduled to be arraigned Wednesday.
Now, you don't want to get arrested in the airport because it's always an extra big deal, because now you got the federal people involved because, you know, airport is federal. Let's just say it was a bad look for A$AP getting arrested at the airport. Now, keep in mind, he was facing 2 big charges of assault with a firearm. And if he lost, he was looking at 24 years in prison. Now, imagine this. Your baby mom's is a billionaire. You're one of hip-hop biggest rappers. And you're fighting for your life in court. I can't stress this enough, yo. Life could happen to anybody. Now, let's talk lawyer, alright? Now, we all know once these celebrities get into some legal troubles, the first thing they do is get a big shock for a lawyer. When your baby mama's a billionaire, you knew that was coming, right? Of course, Rocky gonna have the biggest lawyer. And on top of that, you also gotta think Rocky ain't no stranger to money neither. So now you got just like a powerhouse full of money. So Rocky's lawyer, Joe Tacopina, I believe that's how you say it. It's Joe Tacopina. Now, if I'm pronouncing it wrong, let me know, drop a comment. Now, Rocky's lawyer, Joe Tacopina, I like saying that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna say it one more time. Joe Tacopina. Joe Tacopina is a high-profile criminal defense lawyer known for representing celebrities, athletes, in some high-stake cases. You feel me? Like, these celebrities was going to war with some shit. No cap, he's a GOAT for real. He defended Donald Trump in the past. He even defended Meek Mills, you heard? Like, this dude is a shark. Now, I'm assuming because he has such a good lawyer, that's probably where the plea deal came from, right? Because usually when, you know, when the state get all scared and that's when they like, oh, nah, let's see if we can get a deal out of this, all right? So, in January 2025, A$AP Rocky faced 2 felony assault charges stemming from the November incident that I told you about, right? He was accused of firing a semi-automatic firearm at his former friend A$AP Rocky. Prosecutors offered Rocky a plea deal that required him to plead guilty to 1 felony count, serve 180 days in jail, accept a 7-year suspended sentence, undergo 3 years of probation, and complete 500 hours of community service. Rocky did decline this offer, as accepting it could severely impact his career, and not to mention his love life with Rihanna, you get what I'm saying? And he could potentially lose a lot of endorsement deals by, you know, saying he was guilty. That makes him a criminal, that makes him look bad in the public eye. Like, well, he's allegedly popped his friend. Of course, you know, the businesses was gonna drop. And on top of that, A$AP Rocky always maintained his innocence, so he dubbed that plea deal. Let's get back into the case. The trial. Fast forward to January 2025, the trial begins in LA. And bruh, it's straight chaos. Relly swore that Rocky shot him with a real gun. He even handed over bullets to the police 2 days later. Huh? But here's where it got sketchy. There was no actual gun found. The only video evidence they had clips with gun sounds, but no clear footage of Rocky shooting. Rocky's lawyer, Joe the GOAT, Tacopina, the GOAT, flipped the case on its head. He hit him with the fake gun theory, saying Rocky never had a real gun. Instead, he claimed it was a prop gun from a music video he was shooting with Rihanna. I wonder if he threw that Rihanna thing out there just because Rihanna got pulled. You understand what I'm saying? Guess what? Other members of A$AP Mob like A$AP 12E backed him up, saying it wasn't a real weapon. But that wasn't even the wildest part. Rocky's lawyer called Relly in multiple lies. Like, yo, bro was just lying his ass off.
You tried to kill me.
Yes.
Oh. And you were also saying you tried me. During that same time, you were sending messages saying, I'm going to get that N's money, right?
Bro, what are we talking about? We talking about assault or lawsuit? Like, you keep trying to bring in lawsuit.
He's asking you a yes or no question. Listen to the question, and
I don't
if you
understand
yes, no, I don't know, or
these
I don't recall. Go ahead.
At the same time you were saying that, you were also sending text messages saying, I'm going to get that N's money.
I don't recall.
You don't recall? You don't recall seeing those messages up here?
Seeing what messages? Do you not, like,
You have that message.
They played videos and recordings that contradicted Relly's story. At one point, Relly even yelled in court because he got frustrated, aka aggravated that he got caught in his lies.
Got so bad that the judge scolded Relly.
Because you're saying I'm extortionist and all of this, and you're putting my whole life on. This is really annoying.
No one is calling you an extortionist. You're going to get, Mr. Efron, you're going to get through a lot faster if you just answer the questions. If somebody asks an improper question, I won't allow it to go forward. If you're being asked a question that's lawful in a courtroom, just answer it. Even if it makes you mad, even if you don't see the point of it, just answer the questions as truthfully as you can, regardless of who asks. Please do that, okay? Yes?
Yes.
In the biggest bombshell, there were 2 tapes where Relly hinted he would drop the case for money. That made Rocky's defense way stronger. It started looking like Relly wasn't even after justice, he was just after a payday. So how exactly did Rocky beat the case? Well, the jury had one big problem. They couldn't prove if the gun was real or fake. Now, there was a video being shown in court. Now, in this video, you see what appears to be ASAP Rocky in a little scuffle with a bunch of people. The video is not clear, and you also can't make out if it's ASAP Rocky or not. Now, you do see him holding something that looks like a gun, but how do we know it's a real gun? You don't know. I mean, you can't tell if the gun is real or fake, especially not from this video. No gun was ever found. Relly's story kept changing, and the prop gun defense made enough sense. So after just 3 hours of deliberation, on February 18th, 2025, the jury said not guilty. Rocky walked free. And guess what? Before the trial, the prosecutors offered Rocky a deal, 6 months in jail. I'm so glad he didn't take it, because he knew he didn't do it. Listen, man, young black men, you gotta stand your ground. If you don't do the crime, you don't deserve to do that time. The moment he won, he hugged Rihanna in court, as he should, and he told the jury, thank y'all for saving my life. Crazy, right? I mean, how often do you see a case like this where the witness is saying, yo, he popped at me, and the person is found not guilty? You rarely see that. That's because this was a lying ass witness. Yo, y'all subscribe for the vibe. I'm out, man. Drop a comment if you want to see more of this. And what would you like for it to be on?